It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 7 yards there and a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is going to be 49er football. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
turn it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Earlier in the
when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 6-0 our score after 1. Inside give to Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 41 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Prescott. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice
touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there.
The stop by Justin Ellis. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball.
Well, Prescott stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Second and short now following the fumble. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Prescott to throw this time. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard down at the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground with a tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The tight end, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The give is to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Prescott. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Moore is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge...
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Here's Prescott. This to possibly force OT. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Play 1, and Prescott to the air. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Open man is Noah Brown.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Play action now, Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. Hard throw. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Moore able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Going right back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 40 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Jalen Phillips in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They hand off to their big tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of the game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. Crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah. God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby.
Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. To throw is Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs that better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy.